in the mood for chaos today. Hey, it's Betty, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am in the mood for chaos today. I've really been craving soup recently because of the changing seasons and everything getting colder. And what's more autumnal than soup? So today we are making exactly that. We're gonna be making a Hungarian soup today. I don't actually know what it's called. I did ask my sister who gave me this recipe, but she said that in our family we just call it red soup. So I've already laid out all the ingredients here and I've already prepared the carrots. I peeled and chopped them. Got frozen peas and frozen chopped onions because I am a lazy girl at heart. It's got pretty much all the standard basic Hungarian stew things. I mean, I use the same kind of base whenever I'm making pörkölt, for example. Oil, onion, paprika base, as most things do in Hungarian cuisine. A lot of Hungarian food is pretty orange for some weird reason. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into it. Some chopped regular onion, brown onion, white onion, whatever you want to use. Red onion would be great. Freshly chopped red onions, that's really good. Then of course, some chopped carrots here. Peas, chicken breast, ready filleted or diced. And of course, star of the show, paprika, some sweet paprika, and then just extra virgin olive oil for the base for the onions. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the first initial part of it. But I've learned that a weird thing with Hungarian stews and soups apparently is that we also add some sour cream and flour mix into them as a thickener. I'll be honest, I did have to just watch a tutorial quickly on it before I started this. I think I can do it. I'm gonna try and do it. Big boy pot, spoon. I forgot the spoon. First things first, some oil for the onions. Okay, ended up doing 3, why not? I did forget to preface this, by the way, that I am absolutely not in any way qualified to cook. No, but I am not a chef, in case that wasn't glaringly obvious. So this will be a chaotic one, and I do not have a fancy overhead camera set up showing you everything going perfectly neatly into the pot, so you'll just have to use your imagination, I guess. That was a terrifying maneuver I just did. I've been wanting to try and get into making more Hungarian recipes for the autumn. Like, I really want to make Hungarian apple pie, for example, and I'm not sure if I'm going to film that, but I do want to try it at some point. Go in with the onions in the meantime. I don't know why I'm holding this. I have nowhere to put this. Oh, put this there. Smack that out of there. Gotta love the smell of onion. Cooked onion is an elite smell. Oh my god. Why is it so aggressive? I hope my mic is still working, but that onion is really aggressive. Oh my god. That was scary, not gonna lie. On another note, I feel like I always time these videos in a way where I still haven't washed my hair, I haven't done anything. I barely look presentable, but you know, it is what it is. It's a good excuse to do a cute claw clip hair updo in any way I'm cooking, so I need to have my hair back anyway. It is what it is. Oh, normally I would turn this on, but I feel like it's gonna ruin the audio if I do that. My, that smells incredible. I did leave it on a very low fire. I feel like I should switch to the other hob though. Alrighty, I know it's gonna disturb the symmetry of the shot and everything, but for safety reasons, I transferred it to the smaller hob. Time for the chicken. God, they really packaged this properly, didn't they? I did wash my hands, by the way, before anyone wants to ask. In goes the chicken. I'm scared. I think I'm just gonna eat it. That was unnecessarily dramatic. I'm sorry. So apparently now I'm supposed to, sorry if I'm shouting, I'm supposed to cook the chicken until it's white. I have a little assistant down here with me today.
5 minutes later.
So I may have burnt some of the onions. Yeah, that did not go as planned. See what I mean about chaos? I have to try and scoop out the bad ones. Now we go in with vegetables. In go the carrots. And then I'm really not sure how many peas. I'll just wing it. In goes the paprika. Oh, I hate the lid of this. I was gonna measure this with spoons, but it's past that point now. I think that's a pretty hefty amount. I think that's decent. And then the recipe says to go in with hot or boiling water. Cover everything there. The way the sizzling just stopped. And now apparently I'm supposed to just let that cook, I guess. Yeah, my sister's instructions weren't 100% clear because she usually just wings all of her cooking and baking. She's just, you know, what's the saying? Does it with feeling. You know, like how your grandma doesn't measure anything, does not own a kitchen scale and just throws everything into a pot or a bowl and just wings it and it always comes out delicious? Yeah, that's my sister's cooking in a nutshell. I'm trying, really trying here. Not sure if that needs more water. Just a little bit. Then I need to bring that to the boil, I think, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put the lid back on and leave it on a low-medium heat to simmer and bring back to the boil. And then once it starts boiling, I can turn down the fire a little bit and I can start concocting the flour sour cream thickening agent. Whatever the heck it is. So for this part of the recipe, you're supposed to make the thickener, and that involves using some flour, a little bit, mixing that with about 150 grams, 200 grams of sour cream, a little bit of water, mixing that together until it's smooth, and then adding that when it's combined into the soup and cooking it together. As my partner has celiac disease, we have a gluten-free kitchen, and therefore I will be using this flour mix from Shard, or Shared, however you pronounce it. And I'll be mixing that with some sour cream here. So let's get into it. I love sour cream. By the way, I will be writing the recipe for this in the description in case anyone wants measurements or, like, you know, an actual written version of this. Apparently you're supposed to use some of the actual soup for this, but it's difficult because there's already a ton of peas and vegetables in there, so I think I'm just going to use regular water for this. And now we mix. Apparently you're supposed to mix this until it's smooth. I don't know how smooth I'm going to get this. But we're gonna try anyway. Wonder if sifting the flour would have made much of a difference. Trying to squish any lumps that there might be. I think it might be coming together actually. Look at that. Thick. That was an unholy angle, excuse me. And now I believe it is time that we add the so-called habarás. I don't know what that is in English. I didn't even know what it was in Hungarian. What is this thing? I don't know how much water you're supposed to add to this. I kind of just eyeballed this, not gonna lie. It smells so good, I want to eat it. I'm gonna add this carefully without dropping or breaking anything, hopefully. There we go. Switch to phone camera so I can show you. Yeah. And now we mix. Guys, this smells incredible. I'm feeling nostalgic already. I didn't use a very thick sour cream. This is the only sour cream that they had in the shop. It's actually quite a runny, thin sour cream. It's similar to like English sour cream. I don't know if the soup is meant to be this thick. It's looking more like a stew than like soup. She's looking thick. I may need to add a bit more water to this as well. Let me just top her up. There we go. There we go. And that's what I'm talking about. Now it's looking like soup. The smells in this kitchen, you guys. Oh, this is oddly satisfying. The mixing part. Actually cooking, again, I am not a chef. But in the event that you are enjoying this tomfoolery and chaos, be sure to subscribe and I may do this again. I do want to get more into cooking and baking again because I've kind of been slacking in that department lately. I don't actually know how long I'm supposed to cook this now. I'm really just winging 90% of this recipe. I should probably lower the fire again. Hang on, let me ask the sister. I don't remember how long I cooked chicken and stuff before. I think surely I cooked it for like at least 15 minutes by now before adding the sour cream combo. So she says after she adds the sour cream thickening stuff, she turns off the fire but leaves the pot over the stove. Let me turn that off real quick. Gonna give that a quick stir. Apparently I'm supposed to just leave this on here. I do want to check some of the chicken though. Yep, looks cooked to me. Just gonna leave that on there and let it rest. Wow, it is late, by the way. I meant to start doing this much earlier. It is now 4:30. I meant to make this for lunch at like 2. May have procrastinated a little too much today. This has been a wild ride.
A few inches later.
Now finally going to try this soup. It looks and smells incredible. Bon appetit. Maybe it needs more sour cream. Hang on. Mix that in. You see how much more creamy that makes it? Some extra thickness and creamy flavor. Now it should be perfect. It cools it down a lot, but it makes it so much creamier. It's so good. I think next time I try to make this, I will use smaller chunks of chicken probably, because this time I didn't break it up. This soup for autumn and winter, it's perfect. You have the antioxidants from the paprika, the vegetables, you have the protein with the meat, and it's just wonderful and comforting and warm and healthy and great. Well, there you go. Despite all the chaos, I would say that was a success. The next time I do this, I probably won't do it alone. So I'll have help. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like, comment what you think of the recipe, and if you want more content like this. Or, you know, just let me know how your day's going, that's fine too. Or what the weather's like in your region, wherever you are. And be sure to subscribe so that I can make more chaotic content like this. If you like other lifestyle kind of content or girly videos, I guess, then check one of these out that's being recommended to you right now. And once again, thank you for staying until the end if you did. And I'll see you in the next one.